And I think I threw it like 25 miles an hour. And the guy next to me was like, holy shit, you just threw that ball 25 miles an hour. And I go, it was a 6-pounder, bro. I'm sorry. I took everything I had to be like, that's right, 16-pounder. Just whip that sucker 25 miles.
25 miles an hour is tough for anything, dude. Even a 6-pound rock throwing an underhand.
It was fun.
That's
No,
fast.
I'll rocket those fuckers, man. I have some fun throwing those things. So this is why I had to step away. I got my bubbly here for New Year's here when we hit the time. We're right around the corner here. We're actually.
I was about to say we're 3 minutes away, 2 minutes away.
Yeah, it's 2.5 minutes away from 2024 here. So let's get all this ready to rock and roll here. So pause, restart. All right, so there's that.
Least I could have done is had some like green, like something.
Oh
ready.
shit! I got nothing rolled. Fuck. That's a rule. Shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it rolled in time.
You know, if you're able to twist something up in a minute, that's pretty fucking good. You keep all your weed all pre-ground up too?
I just happen to have a little bit right here left that I didn't get in the last one, so I can probably get that in there pretty quickly.
All right, what's the New Year bud gonna be? Some sugar cane. I'm congested as shit. I can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it. You sound like it. I was like, geez, you've been ripping lines, dude? I'm jealous. You're doing a better New Year's than me. Shit.
No.
All right, 11:58 and 28 seconds. All right, guys, we're getting close to New Year's. I just want to, before we wrap up 2023, once again, another thank you to everybody. I'll try to do it without crying this time. A big thank you to everybody for
I missed the tears. Year. I can't wait to watch it back.
Oh, I cried like a baby the other day on the last show. So, all right. We're just over a minute away. If you're looking at time.gov, guys, we're right there. Let me get this thing unpeeled here before.
Did you get something twisted up too?
Yeah, I got it. I did it that fast.
No shit. It's impressive. Oh my God.
All right. Oh shit. Is this a fucking twist off? It's not a cork? Are you kidding me? Oh, that sucks dick. It's so fucking cheap. So fucking lame. Oh well, it is what it is.
That's great.
That's good. That's what you get when you buy the cheapest bottle on Instacart you could find. All right, guys, it is officially that time. I am going to cut over to here. And, oh, wait, no, shit, stop. Here we go. All right, in 3, 2, oh, shit, I was late. I messed it all up because of that fuck up. Hey, it's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year, motherfuckers. Woo! We made it. Yeah. I screwed that all up because I was busy rolling up weed. Typical 2023 behavior. Oh, look at this nice surprise. Hi, Happy New Year. Oh, we lost our music. Hello, Happy New Year. That was it. All right.
Happy New Year.
Oh, it restarted. We got to get the music again anyway. Who cares? We got to keep that music rolling. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great 2023, best 2024 ever. Hoodie says, here's to a bigger and better 2024. That's right, guys. Here, Brittany, here, you take this champagne. I'll cheers this. Mikey, hey, cheers to you, bro.
Salute.
B1, come on in. Cheers. Here's to 2024, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful year. Like I said, onward and upward, or I never say that, but like you've heard in the past. Onward and upward, everybody.
Isn't that what Santa says when he's leaving the house?
I have no idea.
Onward and upward, Rudolph. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Hold on one sec. So let me make sure that I think this will keep playing. Ah, fuck it. I didn't. I don't know. I thought it would. There we go. So there you go. Mikey, I hope you have a wonderful 2024, dude. What do you think? Big things for you this year?
Yeah, I just want to be healthy for another year, man. That's it. I want to have a year with no chaos. That's it.
Here's to no slip ups, right?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Amen. Amen. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I wouldn't be able to do another dumb show without all of you guys. So thanks again to everybody.
Big thanks to the chat.
Yeah, thank you so much for the chat.
Having me part of the show and shit like that. I really appreciate it.
Oh, stop. We love you, Mikey. You're great. You don't have to say that. Oh, shit. Why'd that stop playing? What happened? Cool. Right on, dude. So, typical dumb fashion, totally screwed up the countdown, totally blew it, but hey, at least I had it ready to go and we're close on we're counting down on our own here on another dumb show. To everybody in the league, I wish you a happy and healthy 2024. Look who's calling. I knew this was going to happen. Hello, you're on another dumb show. Hello, Mom.
Hi, Happy New Year to you and to Brittany and to Mikey. I love you, and I love all the dummies. And I just want to say I'm very proud of all of you. I'm really proud of you and Mikey. So
thanks, Bish.
I love you very much, and Happy New Year. And I'm going to bed now. You good-looking kid.
Thanks.
Good night.
She's talking to you, Mikey. Good night, Mikey. I love you. Happy New Year, Mom.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So I think that's going to wrap things up here for us on another dumb show on our New Year's Eve edition. I'm going to fire this up. First one of 2024. Will it be the last?
Smoke my old... What?
What'd you say?
You're gonna quit smoking weed?
That's what everybody says on New Year's, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, I see lots of people in there saying Happy New Year. Are they shooting off guns by you? I thought I heard did you hear some gunshots? Yeah, there's lots of gunshots around here. We have lots of people that like to shoot off guns around here on New Year's.
Oh, no, we got nobody that shoots guns off. Jesus Christ, thank God. It sounds like fucking The Purge. Oh, it's a firework. Maybe it is somebody shooting off a gun. For all I know, I don't know.
Yeah, there's lots of gunfire around here usually on New Year's, and it goes on all night long for everybody. So, shout out once again to everybody. Falcor, Happy New Year. Becky, Happy New Year. Love you too. Amp, Happy New Year to the league. He says. Pat Wooey, Happy New Year. Amanda said she's not getting arrested this year. That's her New Year's resolution. I love that. That's a good one. Trevor says, Happy New Year, dummies. Happy New Year, everyone from Drew S. Happy New Year, Bish from Becky. Gabriella says, Happy New Year. CYX says, there's fireworks going nuts by her. Nugget Man says, Happy New Year. And Amanda, let's see, who else here? Oh, Gabriella says, keep it going. Okay, you guys want to keep going for a little bit? I'll keep rolling here for a little bit. We'll smoke some weed and go for a little bit longer. Oh, yeah. The Stallion hasn't performed yet, so shit, I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch the Stallion perform. You got to pull that up, Mikey. I don't know what you're waiting on. I know you can't find your remote.
I can't change the channel. It don't work.
What do you mean? Your TV doesn't let you change the channel?
I don't have a TV remote for that one yet. So that can only be used as streaming.
What do you watch on? Don't you have YouTube TV, I thought?
No, I don't have YouTube TV. I got antennas. I got like bunny ears, bitch.
Oh, so you can't put it on channel like the local ABC where you're at right now?
I can't change nothing. I just got input one using an input, and that's what I use.
Ah, man, that sucks. I wish you could. Hello, welcome to another dumb show. I'm another dumb show host. There is my dog Bean Arena putting on a show for all you guys. Beans, what was all that about, baby? You goofy little puppy, you. I don't know if you guys saw her rolling around ass, face down, ass up or whatever, but Bean Arena putting on a show for everybody. Welcome to another dumb show. I'd like to thank you guys all for joining me here on issue number, oh geez, what are we on here? Issue number 158, I think we're on. So happy to have you all streaming on my tube. You guys know how much I love having you guys stream on my tube. It feels so good. It feels so right. I just realized I'm wearing the same hoodie I had on the last time we went live. So sorry for no outfit change, guys. I'm no Taylor Swift, I'll tell you that. She does multiple outfit changes per show. I can't do one outfit change in a week, apparently. So welcome to all of you. I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's Day and you had a great, safe New Year's Eve. I hope we didn't lose any league members to any crazy antics on New Year's Eve, but I am glad to see most of the same group there in the league. I see B4 was first in chat, so thank you, B4, for being first and being so dedicated. It looks like since we lost old Brap, B4 has taken the reins as being first lately, so kudos to her, congratulations, and thanks again for all your support. Appreciate it. Speaking of some support, I got some nice comments here that came in. Oh, by the way, Mikey is going to be a little bit late tonight, so we will see when. I'm not sure exactly what time he's going to get here, to tell you the truth. So we will just kind of play by ear with that. Ooh, why does this look so dark? There we go. That's a little better. Sorry about that. It was driving me crazy. I felt like I was looking a little too dark there. Anyway, so Mikey is getting home from work. Oh, he's here. He's here. He made it. Yeah. My main man is here. What's up, dude? How are you, bro?
What's up, buddy?
Chilling like a villain. Good to see you, man. What's going on?
Yeah, I made it.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. What happened to your face?
Huh? What do you mean?
You got something on your
nose.
nose.
Ash on my face?
It might be ash. Yeah, I think it's just ash on your nose. Right there. You flicking me out? No. Okay. Yeah.
I was just messing with some lavender ashes. I was smudging the house. You know what I'm
saying?
Gotcha.
I think is it between your eyes too, or is that just like a shadow?
Yeah, that's probably my unibrow, bro. Now you're just getting disrespectful.
I'm sorry. Do you have a unibrow that you have to shave? You got an Anthony Davis?
I gotta cut that thing off, bro.
I didn't know that. Really? You gotta? Do you have? Do you have to wax it, or you just shave it every day, or how does that work?
No, I don't shave it every day. It's something I gotta do. Like I don't know, maybe once a month. I'll throw the backside of my razor on there and just just get it real quick.
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen. I can't really tell, but all right, I'll take your word for it. But why don't you pull the Anthony Davis and go full unibrow like that guy? He fucking.
No, dude, I don't want to. No, just it's bad enough I got the man bun and everything like that. I'm gonna go all natural here, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean his is legit. Let me get a look at this. If you guys don't know who Anthony Davis is. He is probably, I would say, the most legendary.
The unibrow. His nickname is the unibrow.
Yeah, there you go. So he rocks that
dude.
shit.
He's got a seagull on his fucking face. It's a Bob Ross bird.
What do you mean? What am I missing here? The seagull.
It looks like Bob Ross used to draw birds in his paintings. Dude.
I see it like the head of the bird, like in his actual eyebrow. I got it now. Okay, he does actually. So he should move over and play for the Pelicans, I guess, or whatever. All right, good. So how was your New Year's, dude? Did you do anything fun? Just chilled, relaxed, watch some ball?
I watched like a whole season of Billions. That's about it.
I don't know that show.
It's a drama show. It's on Showtime. It's just about a bunch of billionaires, and
is it a comedy or a thriller or a suspense kind
of?
More
like a dark comedy. No, it's a TV show. This is season 7.
Season 7, it's like I'm just trying to figure out what kind of movie or what show it is.
It's like a dark comedy. It follows around a bunch of billionaires and the way they spend their money. And now one of them, it like mimics real life, like the way the billionaires kind of beef back and forth. And now there's one of them that's running for office that kind of mimics Trump a little bit.
Are they gonna have a fake cage match like Musk and Zuckerberg? Did they do that in that show or?
No, I don't. I don't. The Billionaires might have squabbled a little bit. I can't remember if they did in a past season, but they definitely don't get along. The original Billionaire and the new Billionaire.
They're not going to do an MMA fight though in that in the show. That would be a pretty good idea. Though.
Not yet.
That
Not yet. It'd be funny if it did. I got into it because one of my favorite comedians has like the smallest role on it. It's like a supporting role, and he's like a good underground comedian that does really good voice impressions and stuff. So I watch it because Dan Soder is in it.
Okay, well, I have to check that. Maybe I'll check it out. It's on. What's it on? Showtime.
Showtime, yeah.
So, all right,
I did
you
like
didn't
one of those 3 months for $9 type of deal.
just to watch that show.
Yeah, pretty much. There's
Wow.
one season. I had to watch that for one season, and then there's I think there's a couple other things like documentary wise that I'll check out where during the months. I already I paid I'm done with football.
Well, you missed. I mean, there were some awesome football games. The Michigan,
That's what I heard.
yeah, the Michigan and Alabama game was great. It came down to the very end, overtime. Let's see. Then the late game with Washington and congratulations to Blue Wolverine, by the way. His Wolverines won, obviously. They're moving on
That
to
I
the
saw.
football national championship. Yeah, that was a cool. That running back they have is badass. He's a hard running dude. I like that Blake Corum or whatever. So I know he plays for Michigan, but man, he's a hard running dude. And then the late game, the Huskies and why am I blanking on who they were? Texas. That was a great game too. That Michael Penix dude, that dude can throw a fucking football. Have you seen that guy throw the ball?
I saw a bunch of people commenting this morning that the Vikings want him to take him at 12th overall next year because that looks like where they're going to finish.
If he drops to 12th, that would be a fantastic get if you get him because that guy can chuck a football, dude.
Cousins. That's all I want is Kirk Cousins. I got to swap these screens around. I'm getting sick of looking at a screen that's nothing.
That's fine. That was great watching him do the skull chant the other day. It was shirtless with his chains on, even though they lost the game.
Yeah,
still really cool.
He provided some great internet clips of himself on the sideline, like
just disgusted by the whole thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
The same type of look I was doing and giving here when I was watching the game here. Just absolutely disgusted.
You guys aren't completely out of the playoff picture and everything at this point. You guys have let's see, where are you guys at here in the
by the way, snowflake's chance in hell, as an old person would say.
That counts though. That counts. Let's see here.
So
we can actually pull up the playoff picture.
We have to win, and the Packers and the Sea Chickens need to lose.
And the Saints.
Yes.
Yeah, so you guys need. So that's it. So you have to win, and then have 3 teams lose for you guys to make it into the playoffs, right?
Yeah. Well, one team automatically loses if we win because we're playing the Lions again. Which I think we're gonna beat them.
You think? Why do you guys think? Why do you think you're gonna beat the Lions? You think that every week.
we just barely lost to them.
Yeah, they're mad though. Dan Campbell's fired up after that thing with that ref.
Chew on some of his fucking kneecaps or some shit. Calm down. Lions will lion, bro. It don't matter what the hell happens. They're bounced after 1 week in the playoffs. They ain't doing shit. Sorry, Blues.
We'll see what happens with them. I don't know. You guys did put up a good fight against the Lions last game.
You ain't putting no money on the Lions to win no fucking playoff game. I sure as shit ain't. Tell you right now, I don't even care what the odds are. I'm going, who's ever against the Lions, money line.
Just because the Lions in their history over the past however many years?
The Lions will lion. I'm sticking with this motto for the entire year. I'm going to will it to truth.
You're going to will it. All right, fair enough. Well, one of the things you missed during the Sugar Bowl, I think that was the first game. That was right. Or no, that was the Rose Bowl. I don't know. Where was the first one? Where was in New Orleans? Who was in the Sugar Bowl? Okay, no, that was the late one. All right, that was the Huskies and the Longhorns because I couldn't remember. I watched both games. I couldn't remember which one was where. The other one was the Rose Bowl. Anyway, so you missed last night. ESPN had to come out and apologize today because during the game last night, it was in New Orleans. So they were walking down Bourbon Street, getting a shot of Bourbon Street, of course. It's famous Bourbon Street.
Oh, give me some beads. I'll show you my tatas. Hell yeah.
Sure enough, Mikey, there was a lady there who decided that she needed some beads. I actually have the video of it. It's pretty good.
Tatas.
Did you see them by any chance? Did you see the video?
No.
Okay, well
No, I didn't.
you're gonna have to. Now the video I have is obviously edited because we can't
Blurred
show.
version.
Yeah, we can't show nudity here on another dumb show. Unfortunately,
Boo.
I know, right? I would love to be able to. But here is the actual shot from the other night.
Oh, I'm serious. She's ready.
What? Oh, is it freezing? What happened right there?
Yep.
Oh, they froze it. I see. Right there.
Oh, yep. She's ready to go. Some itty bitty titty. Oh yeah, look at them. Oh, that don't even count, bro.
Oh, dude, if you go and you find the actual picture on Twitter, and I agree. B1 said the same thing when she saw it, that it was said that was kind of a half-assed flash. If you're gonna do it, you really got to go all out. She really
didn't
did
get
do.
the full underboot. She just showed some nip, and that was it.
Well, Mikey, Cam Soda is desperately seeking this woman. They've offered
my God,
her
the fucking giant signing fee, fucking $50,000 to $100,000. I'm guessing
for 1 hour, $100,000 offer for a 1 hour webcam show. I love Cam Soda. Way to jump on. They do anything, like any kind of this kind of stuff happens, they always jump on it. This Darren Parker guy said one could argue that she was the real MVP of the game last night. And Mikey, I know why they want her on, because there's the fetish community, I'm sure, is obsessed with this girl because her
the exhibitionism or the areolas.
Her areola is massive. I mean, it takes up. It is as bright red as you could imagine, too. I mean, it's like
she got some supersets.
Bright red nips and gigantic areolas. I mean, they wrap around the actual hoot. They're not even sitting on the front. They wrap around onto it.
It's more nip than hoot.
Almost. And I believe
nip to hoot, like a 50-50 nip to hoot ratio is a pretty cool ratio. That's almost like a unicorn titty.
I think that's why they're really willing to pay this $100,000 for an hour, because she's got such a unique rat.
I gotta find these titties now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I went on Google and on Twitter and just put in Sugar Bowl Flash, and it popped right up. So
sugar tits.
Yeah, old sugar teats. That's pretty good. That's what they should call her. Actually, that's pretty good. Good job. That would be her Cam Soda name for an hour. So good luck to her. I hope they're able to find her. I wonder how many women would just just say you have a regular old job. Maybe you're happy with your career. Maybe you do data entry somewhere. You make a good, decent amount of money. Would you take that $100,000 for 1 hour? I mean, that's not necessarily life-changing money, but you could do a lot with that.
You get to keep all your tips?
I'm assuming you probably get to keep tips.
If you're going live for an hour, then I'd imagine you'd be able to keep whatever they tip you.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Very good point. So, have you seen the hoot yet?
Yeah, I'm zooming right now.
I'm surprised you even need to zoom.
That's a lot of nip.
It's huge, isn't it?
It's not more nip than hoot, unfortunately.
It's not a total.
It's like a 30-70 split.
Yes, it's definitely not 50-50.
Still nice enough. I want a 50-50 titty would be dopey.
I mean, that would get $500,000 for 1 hour,
right?
Or maybe $300,000. And you know who is short $300,000 right now?
Half of America.
This guy right here. Watch this video. No sound, but if you'll notice, it was a little fast, a little hard to see. You'll see a guy climbing on some chairs. That is the owner. That is the owner of the Carolina Panthers throwing a drink, so you can see it. You can actually see it better in reverse.
What a fucking twink! Take your loss and take the people talking shit to you.
And then he throws his cup.
Shit product, dude.
He got charged $300,000 by the NFL for unacceptable conduct during the game. Let's see. I saw the actual quote. All NFL personnel are expected to conduct themselves at all times in ways that respect our fans and favorably reflect on their team in the NFL, the league said in a statement. So, this guy, this guy's kind of a weirdo. Like we've talked about this before. He's kind of one of the stranger owners in the league. He used
the new Jim Israel of the owners club.
Not
Jim
quite that
Israel's
far
one
gone.
goofy one. Like,
Yeah,
he's
not
far
quite.
gone.
Yeah, he's really crazy. That guy. Sometimes I like that guy. Sometimes I can't stand that guy. I do like when he calls out the NFL, but he does some other weird stuff.
The guy is still crazy.
Yes, he's definitely very crazy. Let's see here. So yeah, $300,000 for that, which is like a drop in the bucket for him. That guy makes so much fucking money.
Shit.
It's really. I think I saw somebody say that it's like, I don't know, some ridiculous. It's like, it's literally like, it's such a cliche statement, but a drop in the bucket. So, Pat Wooey said he got fined the equivalent to us poors giving up like $1.50. There you go. So that's kind of like what I was saying, based on what his worth is. So, I'm noticing in the chat. I see. Did somebody get knocked up here? Somebody's saying we need an ADS onesie. Is Angelina, a member of the league, she looks like she's pregnant. Congratulations. Due on April 4th. That's great. They're trying to get me to do another dumb show onesies. So I don't know how I think they do. We'd have to do a real short run of those. I don't know how the onesies would sell very well. So. Congratulations, Angelina. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, healthy baby and that the rest of your pregnancy goes off without a hitch. You're getting into the uber fat part of being pregnant, and I'm not being mean about it. It's just like, it's just like for a woman, like they get to the point at this point where they're ready to pop. Like they're just so full on the inside, like they're just got this giant human inside them, and they're gaining weight at a rapid pace.
She ain't due till April, so she's still got 4 months of discomfort.
That's what I'm saying. These April 4th, so she's literally January, February, all of March, so 3 months away. So she's in that last trimester, and that's when they just really they're ready to go. They're miserable.
Think about that. Like I thought they were only super fat for a little bit. I can only say super fat because you said it.
No, they get.
I don't think it's respectful.
That was the wrong way to say it. I mean, obviously they gain weight when they're pregnant. I'm saying more along the lines.
I like it the way you say it. As long as you say it, you give me the okay to be like, hey, that's fine. This is when the pregnant ladies go through their super fat section.
I'm saying that I'm actually
this is their super fat section.
I'm actually saying it out of sympathy for them for what they had to go through in this last 3 months. I'm not making fun of her. I feel bad for her that she's heading into this last 3 months. So I'm getting yelled at by Secret ADS Mod about merch. I get it. We'll get to the merch, guys. I know. Crooked Orchids is also sending. I got comments from her about it. All that good stuff. So I did start to read some comments earlier, and I never did finish them up. There was one I saw here. Where was it? I lost. Hold on. I just closed it. What happened to it? Oh my goodness. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. All right. So Scott says, hey, love the emotion coming through during the last 5 minutes of the last episode before the end of the end of the year. He said, one of the reasons you continue to have a fan base like you do. Yes, I'm very lucky to have the fan base I have. User SW5 says, have a happy new year. All the best for you and your family in 2024. And Amy says that I am without a doubt her DJ once we figure out more details. She wouldn't want anybody else. And she also called me the undisputed eating challenge champion after my Mikey's McDonald's challenge display. After Brad's lackluster display. Now, Brad did pretty good. I got to be honest with you. He was on a roll. Do you think his mistake was eating so fast, possibly, Mikey? You think he went too quickly, too soon?
The gate strong, but I don't think that could be it. I mean, he was doing pretty good. He was going well.
Yeah, he hit that.
Probably some kids that ditched a car. Those old Jeeps always have leaks anyways. The fuel rails leak. My buddy's Jeep, that was the same one.
Yeah.
I think it was a Jeep. It looked like it was at least. Lit on fire when he was driving on the expressway. What? So, I mean, I was like, oh.
So you're like, oh, typical day in Rochester. No big deal.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know what happened. I had the video you just mentioned, and I don't know where the hell it went. Give me 2 seconds. I'll get that pulled up because it's a pretty intense video. Is this the one? Oh, this is what the hell happened to that video?
God damn it, man! I am so computer illiterate. Just to let everybody know,
That's
watching
okay.
me try to navigate the screen right now. And
I've been
trying
not to be distracted by it, but I noticed you're dealing with something over there. I can tell.
Yeah, I'm looking up like I'm a goddamn mosquito going into a fucking light. You know what I'm saying?
Here's kind of a dash cam video of the crash in Rochester. And actually, you know what? Let me do this. I'll play this video and then we'll explain more about what you're looking at with the police statement. Here you go. There's no audio for it. Like I said, it's kind of a grainy dash cam video. But you'll see all of a sudden this car comes out of nowhere, hits another car, and is on fire. And now I'll let you look at that, man. That is an absolute inferno. You see somebody run out of the car on fire. Did you see that?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, and it's not.
Yes. Don't feel bad if that's the one I think it is. I don't know who it is, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure which person it is. If it's the driver, don't feel bad, Mikey. Because
I don't feel bad for shit.
Well, it's turned out what people thought was just an accident turned out to be an actual intentional thing. This guy, Michael Avery. Here, let me just play the news story for you the police statement from the Rochester Police Department on this. It's pretty intense. It's crazy. It's a nuts story.
Avery traveled to Rochester, New York in his personal vehicle on or about December 27th and checked in at the Wood Spring Suites in the town of Greece. On December 29th, at about 2:45 p.m., Avery rented the Ford Expedition from a car rental agency at the Rochester airport. On December 30th, between 9 a.m. until about 6 p.m., Avery made at least a half dozen purchases of gasoline and gas containers from different locations throughout the Monroe County and Ontario County areas. Thus far, our information has shown he was alone when making these purchases. On January 1st, about 12:52 a.m., Avery was operating the rented Ford Expedition eastbound on West Ridge Road. At about this time, 2 Rochester police officers assigned to the concert were on traffic posts and stopping traffic to allow for pedestrians to cross. At this time, Avery sped up, crossed into the oncoming lane of traffic, and appears to have intentionally been driving towards the pedestrian crossing. At about the same time, a rideshare vehicle containing 2 passengers in the back seat was pulling out of the theater parking lot and was struck by Avery's Expedition.
What a crazy, crazy thing. So he intentionally drove it into these people. They were, this was a Grateful Dead concert, I think. Not the actual Grateful Dead, but like a tribute band called Mo.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Mo? Do you know Mo?
I'm not familiar with Mo. I just heard it through the story that it was like a jam band similar to Grateful Dead, and they just did like a 3-hour jam show.
Yeah, so it's a crazy, crazy story. Here's the video I was talking about before with the fire. And have you ever been to this place, the Kodak Center? I'm assuming you've probably been there.
I saw Tom Segura there. I've seen Ralphie May there, Jim Brewer. I've seen a bunch of comedians there.
This is
I went there for the RPO.
This is
that's not where the RPO is.
What's the RPO? Rochester.
The Rochester Philharmonic Orchestra.
Ooh, look how fancy you are. Look at you go.
Oh, dude, I love concerts like that. I'm a big band concert guy. Yeah.
Really?
Do you like strings? I played strings from the 4th grade all the way through my senior year.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And, went to Washington D.C. a couple times.
I forgot about that. That's crazy. We're gonna have to bust that back out, man. Just play it for us one of these days. We gotta see you play.
Nope, some strings, dude. I can't even read music no more. I forgot it all.
Oh,
God damn it! I just hit my elbow. Mother of God, helly on earth. Oh, motherfucker.
So here is the video we were talking about outside the Kodak Center, right where the sadly, or as we're giggling about elbows and stuff, and playing music. There were people who were killed in this, so it was a sad incident, but a crazy video here. You see the firemen working hard, and it's unbelievable. This guy, he was just there's pictures of him driving around.
Nick, how many people injured do you have?
I thought it was a Jeep. I didn't even know it was an expedition.
Wait, hold on. You got to listen to this. Listen to this police broadcast about this. Hold on one sec.
We're trying to count. We got 1, 2, 3. I can see on the ground.
We have breaking news on this first day of 2024.
So there you go. Crazy stuff happening in Rochester. And apparently the guy was from Syracuse, drove from Syracuse, got a hotel room. Then he went around and started getting gas cans from all these different like home improvement stores and places like that. And then just decided to, basically this was his plan, just become a rolling bomb, a rolling inferno. And drive it into a car. Nobody really knows. There's no motive at this point. They haven't just figured out what he was up to, but they have labeled it domestic terrorism at this point.
Yeah, I saw, of course, I saw the headline that like, it was posted on one of the local things that, local car crash could be terrorist, blah, 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 blah.
So, disaster
like
said, well, you're choppy tonight. I don't know what's going on. It's weird. Let's see here. I'm trying to, figure out, oh, here's this video. Sorry. I wanted to play a little news story about that, video because they're trying to figure out a little bit more about the guy. And here's a news story talking about, you know, what they know about this Michael Avery guy.
I know you've been searching for answers all day today. Were you able at least to confirm where he was living and any confirmation on his address?
No, Christy, we still do not have an address, but what we do know is that 35-year-old Michael Avery may have lived in North Syracuse or in Warners in the town of Van Buren. Rochester.
So there he is. There's the guy that did this, Michael Avery.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, I guess he does kind of look like that. I feel like he looks like somebody I know. I mean, he looks like a million dudes that have that, you know, goatee and glasses look, I guess. But wouldn't you see this guy walk in and just think he looks a little weird? I mean, that guy does just look odd to me. I don't know. There's just something about him.
Please confirm.
What's that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, typical weird white guy, but Jesus Christ, you look around anywhere these days and all you do is see weird people, so you can't decipher what's weird and normal anymore.
Right on.
35-year-old Michael Avery is from the Syracuse area, but have not released a home address or where he may have worked. News Channel 9 was able to obtain 2 addresses that may have been Avery's prior address and current address. The neighbors we spoke to in one North Syracuse apartment complex said they did not recognize Avery. We went to the second address, a home in Warners in the town of Van Buren, where a woman claimed she was a family member and asked us to leave. This image shows police searching the Wood Springs Suites in Greece where Avery was staying. Police continuing to work with the FBI to find out a possible motive. A witness leaving the concert said he heard a fire alarm go off and was soon sent into a room with other people by security.
But then we started hearing people screaming like there's a car on fire, you know, there's cars exploding, things like that. So there's a little bit of panic going on. But once we got into the larger assembly, this was a room where they had been previously selling beverages, merchandise, things like that, I believe. We were able to sort of get a better sense of what was going on. There's large picture windows. I could see a car engulfed in flames.
Now, Rochester.
So there you go. So yeah, the reason, the way he barreled into the crowd, it was kind of crazy. There were 2 Rochester cops walking people across the street. Avery sped towards them. Then he crossed into an oncoming lane and hit an Uber as the Uber was pulling out of a parking lot. The couple in the back.
That's right by the lot. It's like right out the main entrance. I was about to say cops are sitting up there every single time walking people across.
Well, he plowed through them, hit the Uber, killed the 2 people in the back of the Uber. The driver was rushed to the hospital and not hurt. 9 other people were injured after the cars careened into the crowd and burst into the flames. I guess
Christ.
one person suffered life-altering injuries, but the rest should make a full recovery. And the driver, he died around 8 o'clock in the evening the next day.
Poor
so
fella.
That actually, think about how
good. It was a painful ass 24 hours for him.
Yeah, it was a long.
Son of a bitch. Dude, his skin was just dripping off of him.
Yeah. He got burned pretty bad. So I wonder if that was after watching that video, I'm hoping that was him jumping out of the side of the car or whatever, and not the person in the Uber or whatever. Because I'll be honest with you, when I first watched that video, I didn't see that person come jumping out of the car. I might not have played that video if I'd have seen that. I just saw the car on fire. I didn't see somebody come.
Yeah, it was like, wow, we're going deep real quick.
Yeah, that was real fast.
Nothing about it, but it was like, there's
kind of
a man on fire.
Kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, because I didn't. That's not the video that I saw.
Speaking of somebody who was caught off guard, the University of Wisconsin was caught. The University of Wisconsin La Crosse was caught off guard recently when they found out that their chancellor and his wife were caught running a sex cooking show. He's been removed as the chancellor of the University of Wisconsin La Crosse, and he and his wife apparently have been doing this for quite a while. They have. Oh my
God! Let their freak flag fly and let them make some macaroons with their tidbits hanging out.
Well, they actually. It's kind of interesting the way they do it. They start off with I'm trying to find. I know I have video of it. I'm trying to figure out where I put it.
And he was using the baster on his wife and then the turkey. That's a problem.
Well, it's not like that. You'd think it's that kind of dirty show if you hear a cooking sex show. But
no, I'm just imagining they're sensually like kneading dough and trying to make it as romantic as possible, thinking they're doing some weird shit.
I don't know why where the hell half my videos go sometimes.
That's my guess.
I know I pulled video of this guy. Hold on one sec. Let me see if I... no. Where the hell did this video go? God damn it.
Your computer just swallows videos.
I swear to God it does. I don't understand how I keep losing these videos. When I go to play them back, I'll save them. And apparently I'm just saving them in the wrong spot or something. I don't know what the hell is going on. Anyway, so it starts, he actually does it with, they actually have porn stars on their show. Porn stars come on, they interview porn stars while they do cooking. So that's just on like their YouTube channel. So obviously it's sex related, and I think it's all vegan cooking and all this kind of stuff. So no, that's kind of fairly harmless. But it turns out they have a couples OnlyFans account. And I actually was like, all right, if these two have an OnlyFans account, I wonder if they have a Pornhub account. So I went and looked. Sure enough, they go by the Sexy Happy Couple. And I searched on Pornhub, and I found them.
Deep dive, and you found them.
I did find them, and let me see if I can find a picture of the two of them together. Where are they at here? Why do I not have?
I just have this feeling that they are not a good-looking couple.
They're an older couple. They're not like the oldest. They're not the youngest. They're not spring chickens here by any means. There they are. That's Joe.
Jesus Christ.
Joe Gao and his wife. An older couple. I mean, they're not ugly. I'll give Joe credit. He's got a great dick. He's got a good dick. I mean, I saw it. She's got a pretty decent set of jugs on her. Looks like there's some fakes put in there. And then yeah, they have a whole Twitter thing that they do with this. And then they move over from Twitter and then go on their OnlyFans account where they have sex on camera. And they get paid for it. And the University of Wisconsin found out about it, and he's been fired. Bullshit. I gotta be honest with you. What does it have to do with if he was bad at his job? Then I understand everybody having a problem with it and getting rid of him and using this as an excuse to get rid of him or something. But if this is the main reason they're getting rid of him, they actually called it abhorrent behavior when they described it. The University of Wisconsin. It says here in the statement,
is the devil's work.
The president of the president of the college or university, Jay Rothman, wrote, Upon my recommendation, the UW Board of Regents today terminated Dr. Joe Go from his position as Chancellor of UW La Crosse, effective immediately. In recent days, we learned of specific conduct by Dr. Gobe that has subjected the university to significant reputational harm. Quote, his actions were abhorrent. I think you're giving yourself more reputational harm by firing the guy than anything. I mean, the guy actually, he's gone on and said he's been fired without any sort of like, I don't know if the right word I'm looking for is like due process at work. They didn't really give him any kind of, he just got fired. No, they didn't even give him they didn't give him a free pass or any sort of like trial at school or like, hey, give you a chance to defend yourself. Nothing. He just got fired. So here's one of the porn stars on their show. I'm sure if you look at porn, you might recognize her. She pops up a lot, not even into her, but for whatever reason that I get fed that girl a lot for some reason. But yeah, there they are.
She gets fed a lot, it looks like.
She takes a lot, I'll tell you that. But yeah, no, it's I feel bad for these guys. They're just living their freak life, doing their best thing. The guy's got a good job. They got a great side hustle. Looks like they make some actually pretty good food. I mean, look at some kind of quality, decent gourmet-ish kind of food there. I mean, it's some good-looking stuff. So
it does look pretty good.
Yeah, I feel bad. I think the University of Wisconsin made a mistake. I doubt nothing's going to come of it. He's just going to get fired, and he's going to have to make a lot more money. I'm sure they're going to get a lot more supporters and a lot more people following them after this. So, I mean, they are playing it the right way.
They should see a little boost to their OnlyFans, that's for sure.
Let me see if they've added any more movies to their let's see, the Sexy Happy Couple.
Repertoire.
Yeah. Ooh, did they pull it down? Ooh, I think they pulled it down.
Oh, no.
I wonder why they did that.
Guy wants his job back at the university.
Oh, man, that's so crazy. I wonder if it's because more people are going to their OnlyFans, so they're like, well, shit, we're going to take the stuff off the free site since we can get more people just going.
And they can channel it all through one.
Yeah, make that money. Make that money. So,
yep.
So yeah, that's the world we're living in, man, where people are, we got old people fucking on camera for money. And now, Mikey, we have, the world we're living in has gotten even fucking crazier. The cops in, I believe it is in Britain. There's really nothing like this, I don't believe, has ever been happened before. They're investigating an alleged gang rape in a virtual reality game. It's unbelievable. So this landmark investigation involves a group of avatars allegedly raping a young girl's avatar in the metaverse.
Jesus Christ.
What in the fuck is wrong with these people? The alleged victim is said to be a girl under the age of 16 who was wearing a virtual reality headset while playing an immersive game using her avatar, a digital character, obviously. Cops in the United Kingdom, they said she didn't suffer any obvious physical injuries. She wasn't, there was no, nothing
Question.
went in anywhere.
Question.
Yeah.
The virtual reality, like when something's happening that you don't like, or is that when it locks to your head and it doesn't turn off? Just asking for a friend.
No, it doesn't ever do that, Mikey. In fact,
like I picture it just like goes like and like it locks even like more.
It doesn't suck on like a scuba.
Eyes open.
Not a scuba mask. No. In fact, it's the opposite. I remember B1 the first time she ever put one of those on. I tricked her
like this.
Yeah. She actually threw it off. I tricked her and said, "Hey, look down," and she realized she was on the edge of a cliff and threw the headset off because she was scared to death. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I was just wondering how that went.
Well, obviously she no physical injuries, but now she's suffering psychological and emotional trauma, similar to rape victims. Now as a rape victim yourself, Mikey, how does that make you feel? And I don't mean to throw that. I mean, does that make you?
I don't know how it makes me feel like in accordance to that because I didn't know how it made me feel when it happened. It's something I processed so much later in life.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
guess that
saying?
makes
So
sense.
it's a little bit
Yeah.
different situation there.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, I don't know. People look for trauma, and they can get trauma through to anything and everything these days. You see people in trigger warnings, and
Yeah.
so does it surprise me? Not at all. Like, do I think that it's like something that she could actually be having psychological problems from? Like, I just don't. I don't see like
I'd love
what
to learn.
happened to the point and how does like you don't feel it anyplace else. You can turn it off at any point. Like, I'm guessing you're just listening to guys just say horrible things, and you don't choose to mute
Well,
them.
this
Like,
is
there's
this is
just a
what I'm
lot here
wondering.
that I got questions about.
I'm wondering more myself, like what this entails. Like what is the game? How did because when an actual sexual assault in the there's penetration. There's this little fucking dance around it. I mean, it's just all there is to it. That's what the definition of it really is. I mean, I don't really understand. Did they just walk up and dry hump her? Because or was she playing not that it would be okay if it was some sort of virtual reality sex game.
Are you saying that she dressed asking for it? Like,
no, I'm not.
right
No,
now?
I would never do that. It's the opposite of that. I'm trying to understand, was it The Sims? Was it Gorilla Tag? Because my kids play Gorilla Tag, and it's only half a body and just like gorilla arms, and they jump around doing nothing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm curious as to how this
Grand Theft.
I don't think. Is it Grand Theft Auto type? Like, is it done on an Unreal 5 engine? Like, you can see this, like the clothes get taken off, and like.
This is one of the strangest stories I've ever come across. I mean, I'm so conflicted because you don't want to, like you said, you don't want to downplay a victim or victim blame.
Yeah, you don't want
to
ask questions, but I got questions that need answering.
Yeah, I kind of do here. I mean, because it's an unusual allegation because I don't want to say how do you prove it. I mean, they're kits, right? When it happens in real life, I watch enough SVU. This is an SVU episode right here at this point. Like, it
is kind of some weird 2023 fucking woke ass episode.
But I don't know where they're going to go with this. If it's going to actually turn out to be if they can charge they track down these 6 guys, charge them with actual rape or some sort of sexual assault, or
I get teabagged in Call of Duty. Does that count?
All right. Well, Drew S said, I feel like even in a virtual game, consent should still be a thing. I suppose, yes, it is. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I agree with that. But I don't even understand where this is happening. Like, what kind of virtual sex is happening in these? What game are people, or what virtual world are these people going to? What in the metaverse?
What game are you playing that prompts you to even ask for virtual consent to virtually penetrate my virtual vagina?
So is this? I think it happened in the metaverse.
What the fuck does that mean? That's like a whole other universe that I just feel like people just like live in.
I thought that too, but apparently I think the metaverse it's actually like a online world you can get into on your headset. I thought this was theoretical, the metaverse. I didn't realize people actually went into the metaverse. I really had no idea.
I've read of people like going to movie theaters in the metaverse, and they're like in a movie theater and they look around and there's other people sitting in the same movie theater as them. So they're like watching a big screen.
Okay, so you can get into, so I guess the metaverse is a real thing. I guess, what we need here? I think Air Sweet. This is his domain. I wish we had him here to talk about this. So, Rob Meister said, normal rape fucked up, VR rape fucked up, and extremely weird. I agree. The whole thing is just, and like Nugget Man said, can you whip it out in the metaverse? Can you take your Johnson out? Would you go to the bathroom in metaverse? That's what I don't understand. Metaverse sex? You can have, so here's a news story. You can have sex in the metaverse. Here's how it works. Wow, it really is happening. Okay. So, well, it kind of depends. Just like sex. So, how does sex in the metaverse actually look, and most importantly, feel? Well, it kind of depends. Oh, what? Get out of here. It kind of depends. Just like sex in real life is varied and diverse, so too are sexual experiences in virtual reality. No shit. The multi-sensory part of VR means that 4 of your senses are engaged within the online space, providing users with a combination of audio, visual, tactile, haptic, and even olfactory stimulus that leads to a more robust sense of immersion in the digital world. Well, what the hell does that mean? You can smell it? Usually you don't want it to smell, you know what I'm saying? If it starts smelling, that's a bad thing. I mean, there's a good smell too, but you know, that bad smell that's what you remember. So I'm trying to figure out here, it doesn't actually say how these are actually, how you actually have sex in the metaverse or the online world. I can't really figure out. Trying to read here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff about how with sex toys and you can do apps and stuff through the metaverse with apps, but it will not just come out and specifically say, okay, you have an avatar, you have another avatar.
Yeah, exactly.
Avatar
you
one
go
takes
into a room. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not just rip it out here or just explain it? It says right here, though, there's concerns about safety around unwanted encounters, and some see the metaverse as potential grounds for predators.
Yeah, shit, we got gang rapes happening already. We got to shut it all down.
Wow. So we'll have to see where this goes. If they we'll keep track of this story. We'll see if they end up tracking down these guys and they charge them with something. But what do you think? I mean, Facebook has to do something about this, I guess, sort of. Can they control this?
Dude,
I mean, can they?
This whole conversation is like literally speaking Chinese to me. I have no idea about virtual reality, the metaverse. Like, I am so far out of touch of all that. Like, I know what it is.
Have you ever put one on before?
Nope.
Have you ever done it before? Oh, it's pretty fucking cool. Oh, dude. It's really good for porn. I mean, it changes the game. It's unbelievable. It's so real.
You know how I feel about porn as it is.
Yeah, but it almost it's hyper realistic. I mean, it's pretty crazy how realistic it is. It's like, I mean, you get a good enough quality video, it seems like it's almost real. I mean, it's that close.
I'd want to peep it out if I owned it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would give it a go around one time. I'm sure it's not something I would do on a regular basis because porn in general just don't do it for me.
Like, I always feel bad for, like, the B1 is so hot and I'm so gross. And I always think to myself, I should just get her a VR headset and just get like a Henry Cavill or a video of a hot guy in porn. And she could just she could just look down at a nice muscular tattooed guy or something like that instead of, you know, my flabby ass or something like that. So, and I'd still, you know, she'd still get that good D. She'd still get the Pound Town. She'd get the mayor of Pound Town, but it would be his better looking it'd be like a ventriloquist dick or something like that.
Yeah. Ventrilo dick.
There you go. So I think that's a good, maybe next Christmas I'll get that for her. All right. If you have not already taken a minute to hit the thumbs up on tonight's video, like this bitch. What's this? Thumbs up?
It definitely hit the thumbs up, but I think I'm checking out at break time, bro.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm tired, man. I had a trainee with me today. I've got another one with me tomorrow. My voice is tired. I talked for like 10 hours today in the van, and I've got another 10 hours of talking tomorrow. Like, I'm just burnt out.
All right, sounds good. Well, then I'll catch you tomorrow. All right, later, dude. Buddy. All right, love you, bro. See ya. All right, so Mikey's out for the rest of the night. If you guys, so again, I never did the phones are working. 844 hit them 844-448-3862. If you want to give us a call. If you have not taken a second, hit the thumbs up on tonight's video. Please do that. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the show and you're watching and you're wondering why you can't participate in the chat, it is because you have to be subscribed to the show to do so. Once you subscribe, about 10 minutes later, you will be able to talk in the chat, and you're welcome to jump in there. We love having people there. And finally, if you don't have your notifications turned on, I always want to remind everybody to do that because occasionally we go live when we do our members-only shows, and you won't know it. You won't know we go live unless you're in our Discord or unless you have all of your notifications turned on. So just click that little bell down there so you'll know when we go live. All right, we're going to be right back on another Dumb Show. Second hour is always happy hour here on another Dumb Show. So I'm dry all around right now. I don't have any green. I don't have any dranky poo. It's a dry night here at another, not on purpose, trust me. it just is. So, but hey, you guys go kick those kids out, put them in the other room, do whatever you got to do with them. Tell them it's a happy new year. Tell them to go look for that elf that was coming around Christmas. Say, hey, go see if you can find that elf in the other room or something. And you guys get your little drinky, a little mokey. And we will be right back on another Dumb Show. Hang on. that so loud? All right, hold on. Hey, we're back. Welcome back to another Dumb Show. I'm another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining me here. I appreciate it. Kyle Turner with a superfan donation. Thanks, homie. He says, what I miss? LOL, I missed the alert. Love the show. Well, Kyle, thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know what alert he's talking about. We just went to break, came back from break. I'm not exactly sure what happened with that. So, hey, either way, glad to have you here, dude. What's going on? Welcome back. Why is that still running? Oh, I hit the fade out. That's why. Never mind. Okay. Welcome back to another Dumb Show. I am another Dumb Show host. The phones are working. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. Give us a call. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know how your New Year's Eve went. If you guys did anything crazy, anything fun, I'd love to hear about it. I imagine most of you watching, or most of you guys, a lot of you guys were here. Secret ADS Mod says notification. Yeah, I know. I don't know what I know new notification should have gone out. That's why I was a little confused. It's the middle of the show. I thought it would have gone out at the beginning of the show. I don't know. Call me crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, do you guys remember the show 90210, Beverly Hills 90210? I tell you what, I wanted to be cool enough. I don't know if you guys, and some of you guys are probably old enough for that. I don't know how old everybody is, but I'm sure there are plenty of you who are my age and remember that show. That show came out when I was about, I think, 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade, I think that show came out because it was like right when I moved from one suburb to another. It was kind of a big deal moving. I just kind of like remember everything from that year because, new house, all that stuff, a lot of new stuff. And I remember 90210 being the big new thing that year. And I just remember being kind of, I don't know if it was just on at a time when I was watching something else or if my parents were watching something else. Because at that point in time, I don't think I had a TV in my room yet or anything like that. I definitely didn't have cable up there. I think it was on Fox. But for whatever reason, I just wasn't able to watch Beverly Hills 90210. And I was just kind of not part of the cool kids because I could never come and talk about 90210 with everyone else. And I just never seemed to understand why I wasn't able to catch that show. I just never did. Maybe I didn't like it. I don't know. But I feel like I just never really watched it while everybody else was. And I just, maybe I didn't have FOMO as bad back then as I do now. But the reason I bring up 90210 is one of the guys who was on the show. I don't know if it's Ian or Ian Ziering. I can never remember his character's name. I know it was an obvious name. Ziering, character name. What's her name? Steve Sanders. That's right. How the fuck could I forget that? Steve Sanders. But that's the thing. Like, I knew all the characters, and I've seen the show, but I never really got into it. And I always, I always felt left out. On Secret ADS Mod says Rip Luke Perry. Yes, of course, everybody knows there's a big loss to old Luke Perry there. What do you have? The cancer? I think he had the big C. Anyway, Ziering, Ian, anyway, he got into a squabble recently. I believe it was in Los Angeles. It's a crazy thing that happened. I got a couple different videos, a couple different angles of this whole thing. So Ziering was in, where was this at? This was at Bristol. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Where the hell did this happen at? Hold on, I just closed I opened the update instead of the actual news story. So, I guess, so he was stuck in traffic. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck this was at, but it just will not. Oh, it's on Hollywood Boulevard. Okay, cool. So it's on Hollywood Boulevard. He's driving down the street. He's kind of stuck in traffic. And if you've ever been stuck in traffic, like motorcycle riders, they'll come riding by you, like on the right or on the left, like just to kind of avoid all the traffic. They just skip all the traffic because they're special asses and they can get away with it, and they do. And I probably, if I was not so reckless and rode motorcycles, I would probably do stuff like that. And then I'd end up dead because somebody would open their door, I'd go flying over it or something. But Steve Sanders, Ian Ziering, for whatever reason, I don't know really. He claims that one of these bikers, while doing this, while riding by him, sideswiped his car. He was driving with his daughter. Now he's alone with his daughter, just the two of them. And this is where it really gets interesting. He is, again, I'm going to mention this. He's alone with his daughter. Hold on one sec. Let me pull this box up here. And hold on one sec, guys. I changed some stuff around here when Mikey dropped off. So I got to figure out where I had it at here. Boxes. This one. Give me one sec, guys. I apologize. Okay. So here is the video of Ian Searing and versus a motorcycle. And by the way, these aren't regular motorcycles. They're not like Harleys or street bikes. These are mini bikes. So here you go. And I have a good mini bike story. Here you go. So you see, he gets out of the car after he believes he was sideswiped, and he attacks one of them, which I believe was a woman. It looked like he grabbed, I think it's a woman, I don't know. He grabs this person and throws her. Then the guy comes up and tries to fight him. A guy actually runs him over with the motorcycle. He's fighting all these people up. He's got a 1, 2, 3, 4 people, 5 people beating on him. Now he's running, trying to get the hell away from everyone. Kicking, punching, fighting. He's putting up a good fight against 4 people. You got to give the guy credit. Then this other guy comes with this guy's coming with a helmet. He's coming to crack him with the helmet. What a bunch of punk-ass motherfuckers. I got to tell you. Fuck those motherfucking people. That is crazy what happened to this guy. Wow. Now, my question in this thing is, as a dad, I would have somebody sideswipe my car, and this has happened to me with me and the boys in the car, so where I got into a little fender bender with somebody, and then I ended up actually, it wasn't even a fender bender. They rear-ended me. No damage was done, but the guy started freaking out, yelling at me, saying, I got it all on camera, you brake checked me, and I'm like, bro, I was turning. What are you talking about? My turn signal on, I was turning. And it escalated, so and I almost got into a fight in the middle of the street with this guy. And the kids to this day still joke about it and call the guy Beast Boy. And the whole thing was just crazy. So, my kids remember it. It was the thing they remember about it is when it finally ended and I drove into cooler heads prevailed. In my case, I said, you know what? It's not worth getting in a fight with this guy. I'm getting back in my car. And I drove like right around, I was pulling into a Starbucks parking lot. So I actually had gotten out of the car right in the middle of the parking lot where you pull in. And this guy was still in the street because he'd hit me. So I'm checking for damage. You stop. You're in an accident, you stop. That's what you do. Got out of the car to go look. I didn't get out of the car to fight the guy. I got out of the car to look at the damage on my car. Then this guy escalated it and tried to start a fight with me. It was out of control. I said, you know what? I'm not going to fight some guy in front of my kids and all these people. I'm going to take my car and I'm going to go to Starbucks. I'm going to get my stuff and be done with it. Well, this fucking psychopath drove his car behind mine and tried to block me in. So I casually got the boys up, went into Starbucks. I was kind of cool with the people at Starbucks because I'm a psychopath and go to Starbucks every day, or used to at least at that time. And they knew who I was and I was kind of comfortable with the people in there and they'd met the boys before. And I said, hey, there's some psychopath outside trying to fight me who's now got my car blocked in. Can you guys just give my kids some hot cocoa and just let them sit in here for a minute while I call 911 and deal with this? So they did. The kids sat inside. I went back outside, dealt with it. The cops ended up being nothing. I said to the cop, look, I want to get my kids to school and go to work. There's no damage to my car. As long as this guy disappears, that was supposed to be the end of it when I drove away. So it ended up being nothing. The cops knew the guy by his first name. So he's obviously a local weirdo, and they had a problem with him, not me. They were like, sorry that you're dealing with this, and you're just trying to go to work. So, and this is actually a road rage case where I was not raging. I was trying to just go to fucking work. So my question is though, while I did almost get into a fight, I got out of the car to look at the damage. This guy gets out of the car and immediately goes to try to fight someone. He goes over and he just shoves this person, knocks the bike over. Oh, so that was that guy that he actually pushed at first. I just realized that. the guy that ends up fighting with him is who he ends up pushing at first. So I thought he pushed the girl, but now you could see the guy in the gray silver helmet and black there. He shoves that guy. That guy goes flying. So that's where the problem is. Like, that was the difference between my situation and his situation. He just walks up and starts a fight. Now, I will say, this is some bitch made shit what happens after this. This guy on the left is a fucking total punk. If the two of them want to scrap and fight, let the two of them scrap and fight. Duke it out like men. Then this punk ass bitch comes up, hits him from behind. There's just, first off, your buddy's got a fucking helmet on. So if he loses the fight, he's the biggest pussy on the planet as it is, because you got a fucking helmet on. So all you got to do is grab the guy and headbutt him. The fight's over. But this dipshit doesn't let them just fight it out. And he ends up fucking slamming into this poor guy. But my question is, should he have gotten out of the car? Now, I don't think you're expecting a whole gang of... When you see people on mini bikes, I don't think you're going to think that they're like a bunch of badasses. Like if I saw like a bunch of like dudes on sport bikes or a bunch of dudes on Harleys, I don't think old Scott Sanders here is going to jump out of the car and start fighting him. I think he thinks the mini bike gang is probably not very tough. Now, the important word in there was gang. It is a gang, even though they are on mini bikes. So it's a whole group of people. And if you know anything about, motorcyclers or whatever, they usually roll pretty thick. And probably not the smartest idea when it's just you and your little girl in the car to get out and to fight in the middle of the street, a bunch of people. As you saw, it did not end very well for him as he got chased across the street. Boom. Smack from behind. He's actually winning the fight, too, which is kind of crazy. He's got that guy. He only knocks him down because the other guys. Boom, boom, he knocks him over. He's going to hold him down. He's like, all right, I'll fight this girl now, too. Now I'll fight this other punk. Now I'm getting the fuck out of here. That is such a strange... This part of this video looks so funny to me when he's running. It's such strange running. It looks so... I know he's got somebody hanging on him, but it looks so weird. This is like a Kyle Brandt angry run here. You should send this into Good Morning Football. Look at he's just running. He's dragging this fucking guy. He runs into something. He kicks him off. He's still going. You can't take this guy down. He won't be denied. He's going to score. Look at him go. He's gone. Give that guy a scepter. Yeah, an angry run for Scott Sanders. Very, very good stuff from him. But no, the big question, 844-HIT-DUMP, 844-448-3862. If you're rolling with your kids and someone hits your car like this, you get out of the car and you confront them. You stay in the car and you just deal with the side swipe and call 911. Like, what do you do in that kind of situation? Because I got out of the car. It almost led to a fight. Obviously, in this situation, this guy started the fight, so there's going to be a fight. But I got to tell you, he does have some nuts to take on a gang. Just jump out of his car and just start beating on a dude when you know he's rolling with all of his crew. That does take some nuts. So maybe he's just got that. Well, what shit? He was in Sharknado, wasn't he? Fuck, that guy's a bad motherfucker. He fought sharks flying through tornadoes, so he can handle anything. He could take on a mini bike gang. You kidding me? Now, I will say, you don't want to get run over by a... You don't want to get run... Drew West said, even if the bike hit his car, it didn't give him the right to swing on them. He got what he ordered there. You got a good point. You just get out of the car, you start throwing punches, you probably... I don't know if you deserve to get beat up by 5 people, though. That's the problem with this world we're living in now. Like, just stand there and let the two guys fight it out. Just let them fight. It's just 2 men duking it out. In the end, one person's going to be on the ground and the other person's going to be standing over him. And everybody can just go home at the end. And that's just the end of it. And there would have been a good video. It would have been a good fight. And that would have been it. But this bitch-made shit of jumping in on I fucking hate that stuff. It's such a punk-ass move. But let's see. Doug Kill Jack said, the dude left his kid alone in the car. I agree. He did leave his kid alone in the car. That's probably that poor girl must have been freaking the fuck out. I don't know how old she is. But I'm sure she was scared to death. But he did come out with a Instagram story about it, commenting on the whole thing. He said, yesterday I experienced an alarming incident involving a group of individuals on mini bikes. While stuck in traffic, my car was approached aggressively by one of these riders. Beans, what are you doing? What are you doing over there again? What are you doing? Why are you on that table? Get off there. Get away from the candy dish. You troublemaker. You stay away from that candy dish, you mutt. You little rat dog. Sorry about that. Bean Arena was trying to get into the chocolates over there on the table. I had to make sure she didn't eat them. Anyway, I left off. He said, Scott Sanders said, while stuck in traffic, my car was approached aggressively by one of these riders, leading to an unsettling confrontation. In an attempt to assess any damage, I exited my car. This action, unfortunately, escalated into a physical altercation, which I navigated to protect myself. Bullshit, Scott Sanders. You started the fight, bro. Whether they hit your car or not, you started that fight. I didn't see anybody throw any punches. I saw you aggressively exit your vehicle and aggressively approach that other individual and aggressively shove him off his mini bike. So you're full of shit, bro. He said, I am relieved to report that my daughter and I are both completely unscathed, but the incident has left me deeply concerned about the growing boldness of such groups who disrupt public safety and peace. This situation highlights a larger issue of hooliganism on our streets and the need for effective law enforcement responses to such behavior. As a citizen and parent, I find it unacceptable that groups can freely engage in this kind of behavior, causing fear and chaos. While the response from authorities seems insufficient, I have always been an advocate for standing up to intimidation and misconduct, and this incident reinforces my belief in the importance of personal and community safety. We must address the underlying issues that lead to such disruptive behavior, ensure that our streets are safe for everyone. I urge city officials and law enforcement take decisive action against such lawlessness and provide the necessary resources to prevent future occurrences. I am thankful for the support of my family, friends, and fans during this time. It's in challenging moments like these that the strength and unity of our community are most vital. Happy New Year. Well, bro, you started a fight here 100%. I know you were getting fucked with. Oh, Secret ADS Mod said his daughter was 12. So, ooh, geez, that's crazy. I believe my kids were younger than that. So, but I don't know. Anyway, I regret doing that. I'm sure this guy regrets getting out of the car. I wonder if he's going to end up getting sued. I wonder if there's other tape of that before a little bit more before the incident with the actual, his car being hit. But again, you're not allowed to just get out and punch somebody. Trust me. I got into a little fender bender on the freeway where some asshole, I don't even remember the situation, but we bumped into each other. And this guy, he was just such a fucking dickhead. He knew it was his fault and he was just being a dick. And I finally got to the point where I told him, I go, if you don't stop running your mouth, I'm going to fucking throw you in traffic. And he shut up real quick and we got the whole conversation over with real quick. But God, that fucking guy, what an asshole that guy was. Yeah, that was, so we'll see if Scott Sanders is going to face any charges for assault, potentially, because, if I was that guy, I would say, my neck and my back, my neck, my back, my neck and my back, I'd be fucking all fucked up. I would have just, he shouldn't have got up. He should have just laid on, of course he didn't know it was Steve Sanders. He just thinks it's some dipshit with, a blonde curly afro. Not the infamous Ian Ziering from Sharknado. So speaking of celebrities, we've been keeping up with I've been keeping up with the Matthew Perry story because again, like I think I've said this before, but I just, when he died, just the outpouring of support for him, and he was living this sober life, and we were all so proud of him. He's so great, and he was just such an advocate for former addicts and blah 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 blah, and he was so talented and blah 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 blah. Mind you, the guy hasn't done anything in 30 years, or whatever, 20 years. I don't know, 30 years, isn't that when Friends was on? 30 years ago? He's done nothing since then. Yet he's celebrated like he's some sort of great, revered star. What the fuck. He was played one character, he played pretty well, and he never did another thing after that. So I didn't understand. Not that I'm not knocking the guy. He was talented on Friends. He was very good on Friends. I love Chandler Bing. It was great. But I just didn't understand this. Just like, it's like Leonardo DiCaprio died or something. It's like this just revered actor that everybody loves and blah, 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 blah. Maybe not everybody loves. Maybe De Niro is a better example, or Pacino, or some sort of well-known revered actor who's got years of in this huge body of work behind them, and not just some shitty 90s sitcom that was only good because of the writers and the hot chicks and their boobs and their nipples and great hair. Let's give me a break here. So I never understood all the outpouring of support from Matthew Perry when he died. I thought the whole thing was a bunch of horse shit. And I said all along, I go, he OD'd. He drowned in his pool or hot tub. He OD'd. He definitely was on some sort of drug and he OD'd, no doubt in my mind. Whether he had a heart attack from the OD or if he just nodded out and drowned, that's what happened. And sure enough, it came to be that we found out that he was been using ketamine, a horse, I believe I think that's a horse tranquilizer, ketamine, I believe. But it's also used to treat depression. But he had enough in it to, I believe they said, anesthetize him with the amount that's used for surgeries. So was abusing it, apparently. And it turns out, too, that quote, the reclusive Matthew Perry had young dating app hookups deliver OxyContin to his house, despite his live-in nursing team, and was on drugs while writing his sobriety memoir. This is what so apparently Matthew Perry, according to these girls who are on the app Raya, Matthew Perry would be on Raya. He would invite these girls to come see him, and of course his nursing team can't get involved in, if he's having a secret, a booty call with some girl from Raya. So he would be able to have time alone with these girls, and they could smuggle in fucking OxyContin to him. So it turns out he was never truly clean, despite he had a 24/7 nursing team at his home, live-in sober companion. He still managed to have casual hookups, sneak him in illicit drugs without detection. He'd meet girls on dating apps and have them come over. Apparently there was a slew of mostly 21 to 25-year-olds that he would meet on Raya. Good for him. They would bring drugs with them, mostly OxyContin, and he would also get illicit drugs from old girlfriends. There was kind of a network, he said. Matthew Perry, who died in his hot tub of ketamine, apparently never ever got clean and wrote I believe it was a best-selling book about getting clean. Where are the stories about that? What a huckster he ended up being, and all along he's basically wrote a book to probably then just support his drug habit, and he wrote a book about not having a drug habit in order to support his drug habit. So you would think that there might be a little bit more of a a backtrack on the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, instead of, they celebrated somebody who really wasn't worth celebrating, so to speak. And I hate to be mean about it, but Jesus Christ. Why are we celebrating that guy? Well, maybe if you're a big enough fan of him, I guess you would, because I believe that's the reason why we lost Chris Farley, right? And I still to this day think of Chris Farley as one of the funniest people ever, and I kind of hold him on a high pedestal. But sadly, I know what killed him, and I'm not happy about that. But I think have you guys seen Tommy Boy? There's a body of work there, okay? There's a body of work. Right here, when he does that, come on, there's so many good scenes in Tommy Boy. I don't even need to get into them, but that's a body of work there compared to just Chandler Bing. And let's not forget about Van Down by the River. All of them. It's a classic. So that's a loss. That's a loss. And I don't think and everybody knew that he was like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like this big, huge, fake bullshit narrative that he's getting clean, he's doing this, he had gotten clean and he was trying so hard to get his life around it. Oh, hate that news story. It sucks. Let's see here. Doug Kiljack said, I do agree. Making these junkie celebrities into heroes is ridiculous. There you go. Crooked Orchid said, are you going to publicly shame a dead man? No. The news, you don't publicly shame him. You just say he died of an overdose and you move on. Like you don't, it's more I'm not here to shame him. I'm here to question really the media and the news and why they celebrated him so much. I think what we're learning about him after the fact is not horribly surprising, which is why I don't quite understand why they celebrated him so much. So, and there's no backtrack. There's no, hey, we were wrong. The guy actually turned out to just be a junkie, and that sucks. Nope, none of that. They just move on with the next story. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to move on to the next story. I did notice something that reminded me of this next story while I was talking about Matthew Perry. He was having all these girls come over that are younger than him. He was seeing younger women. And I was like, hey, good for him, right? I obviously am 45. Who knows what B1 and our relationship situation is from day to fucking day. We just had a huge fight today. I don't feel like getting into it. We'll maybe down the road get into it, but I'm just too exhausted about it to get into it today. But we will talk about it again eventually. But I'm older than her by a considerable amount. I think 13 or 14 years. I think 14 years I'm older than her. There's a story. There's a woman that has gone viral on Twitter talking about the real reason why men date younger women. Now, obviously, most men, the narrative is that you're getting a younger, hotter little piece of ass. That's like supposedly why men choose a younger woman. And I'm going to be honest with you, when I met B1, 100%, she was a hot piece of ass. I don't believe I would have ended up staying with her if she wasn't the person that she is, though. She's very funny. She's witty. We have a great time together. She makes me laugh. That kind of stuff. So this girl's kind of crazy as far as saying that, wait, here's the video. She's going to explain. I'll let her explain why she thinks, what her real reason is why men date younger women. Here you go.
The real reason why men date younger women is not because of their physical appearance, their bodies. No, because today with plastic surgery and everything else, you barely know who is 40 and who is 18. Guys date younger women because they're easily manipulated. They're gonna be very happy with a few crumbs because maybe they didn't experience much in the world. They're gonna be just easily impressed. And it's way cheaper to date a younger girl.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to replay this part right here. This is what really drives me crazy. So here you go.
40 and who's 18. Guys date younger women because they're easily manipulated. They're going to be very happy with a few crumbs because maybe they didn't experience much in the world. They're going to be just easily impressed. And it's way cheaper to date a younger girl.
This bitch is fucking out of her mind. This is insanity. Like, this is the most sexist fucking thing I may have ever heard a woman say. And if a guy tried to say something like this, it would be, and that's why I'm glad she's actually getting some flack and people are actually like giving her a hard time online, because this could not be fucking farther from the truth. Maybe, I don't know about the easily impressed or anything like that, but let me tell you, dating a younger woman was not cheaper. It was when I was with my ex-wife, she was a little younger, but not that much younger to where people would be like, oh, you're with a younger woman. You know what I mean? She made a lot of money. You know what I mean? So she was, way more financially stable than B1 when we first met, and pumped a lot of money into B1. And when she made money, she ended up reciprocating it too. But so it was a two-way street in that sense. But to say it was cheaper, you're out of your fucking mind, lady. I don't know. You're crazy. To say that they're easily manipulated, no. She literally does whatever the fuck she wants. So there's no manipulating her into anything. That just is crazy to me. The whole notion that just because somebody is younger means they're more able to be manipulated too. There are plenty of young people out there who are smart enough not to be manipulated. Plenty of smart girls. I mean, it's just the whole thing is just such bullshit. It's so shitty, and the fact that they can just she can get away with saying stuff like that. And I know she's not like a real like celebrity or anything like that, so it's kind of like, you know, who cares? But to me, the fact that it's just, you know, it's gotten some traction online, so people are seeing it, and it's like got 6.2 million views, so it's like fairly viral, I guess. But here's a guy who says guys date younger women because they don't act like they know everything and don't try to act like they are younger than they really are. Hint. Pretty true. Another guy replied, said, I think this should be officially declared as woman-splaining. So I find the whole thing disgusting. What was the last one that she said? Maybe they didn't, they're going to be very happy with a few crumbs. You know how many young women are wealthy and have experienced a lot of the world, and like this whole thing is so stupid. I really hate this woman. I can't stand her. She can go fuck herself. What else did she say? They'll be happy with a few crumbs. They didn't experience much in the world. They're just going to be easily impressed. Yes, B1 is just so easily impressed with me and all the stuff I do. No, it's not impressed by anything. And people don't like this girl. This is a girl who is trying to get a rich dude, and she's eclipsed the young girl age. And now the older dudes are no longer interested in her, and they're looking for chicks that are younger for her than her. And this is a jilted woman fighting back against it, being like and being a hater, basically because all these sugar daddies that she used to have when she was younger no longer want anything to do with her because she's out-aged them all, and now she's just a bitch. So I don't know. Maybe, did she have experience this way when she was younger? Was she manipulated because she was stupid and feels dumb, and now all of a sudden it's that guy's fault? Go fuck yourself, lady. I don't like her at all. Yeah, she can go fuck herself. What else do I have here? 844-HIT-DUM, 844-448-3862. Let's see. I think I had like one last thing here to talk about before we wrap things up. It's nothing really crazy. I think it's just like kind of part of a little video dump. I obviously do a YouTube show here. You guys are here watching it. And I try to think of stuff we can do on the show. And I see stuff like this video. And I think to myself, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Because or how do I do this? Or how do I get to this point? Because, hold on, where's this goddamn video at? God damn it. What happened to all these fucking videos I saved? Where did they go? This is so frustrating. They keep losing videos. Honest to God, I have no idea where they go. Here's that one. Oh, here it is. Okay, sorry. It was just blurred and I couldn't see it. All right, got it. Here we go. All right, so there is a video of this YouTuber. I don't have the audio of it, but it's just a video. I think about stuff we can do for the show, and obviously I want to get a third voice on the show, and we're a little limited here being in this room that I'm in. So I am trying to think of more things to do outside of the studio to get, to just record and bring back and play back as actual other parts of the show or content or whatever. And I see then I see videos like this, and I think to myself, I don't know, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Here you go, check this video out. So it's a guy, he's walking, he sees a lady and a dude, and he says to the chick, hey, are you single? And she kind of, goes away. Then he keeps kind of mouthing off to her and kind of saying, hey, I think you're hot, let's hook up. Then her boyfriend comes up and smacks him in the face. Then he smacks him back, And somehow it doesn't escalate into a big, huge melee and a big brouhaha. Who cares if it would have, because it would have probably ended up being a whole 8 or 9 people there fighting, like in that stupid Scott Sanders video. But I play that and I think to myself, I'm like, Jesus, is this the kind of shit you got to do to get people to watch your fucking videos? You got to go out and try to start fights? I was like, I should just start recording my day every day, because I feel like I could potentially have interactions like this without even trying. Like, without even actually like walking up to a chick and like trying, like in front of her boyfriend and just saying awful things to try to piss the dude off. Like, I feel like if I just record long enough, and if I just maybe don't take my meds for a couple days, I'm sure I would be able to find some kind of crazy ass video like that would happen. But I intentionally going out and trying to fuck with people, I have a real hard time with that. Like, I just want to let people enjoy their fucking day and have a little bit of fun. And it sucks that that's the kind of shit. Like, you can't just talk about shit on YouTube, but that kind of shit, they'll let that guy post and they'll let him do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that video didn't get fucking demonetized. I'm sure plenty of people fucking, the ads ran on that fucking video. And people are giving him a hard time about it. They're calling it a pathetic stunt. But he actually ended up looking a little bit more of a badass, because he ended up, he slapped the shit out of that guy right back, to tell you the truth. He took one to the face and then he slapped one right back. So here's a little bit more in depth of what he actually said to her. He said, "Oh shit, are you guys together?" He says to the guy, "You look like a bit of a cuck, so I'm just wondering, bro." And then the guy said, "What do you call me?" And he goes, "A cuck, are you?" And then that's when he walked over and slapped the shit out of the guy. And then he said, "You sat me? Come back here, you little bitch. Why are you walking away?" He said. And then the girlfriend gets in between them and breaks it up. So that is, if somebody did that to me, boy, oh boy, I actually would probably take my phone out and get my camera and give it to B1 and say, "Hey, can you record this viral incident that's about to happen? Hey, dude, can you ask me that question if I'm a cuck one more time?" And then just proceed to, because that's a little dude, and that was a big, tall dude. If he'd have finished that slap, that little guy would have fallen, but he really gave him kind of a weak bitch-ass slap, kind of a little, if he'd have given him a Will Smith, he'd have fucking knocked that little dude over. He'd have gone flying. So, yeah, I look at it and I see all these things that people do for clicks, going out there harassing people and stuff like that. And I fucking hate it. I understand that it's a new thing. There's actually now calls for laws to stop streamers from going around and harassing people. Now, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's free speech. Sometimes I hate free speech because, like, stuff like, you can make fun of somebody's wife and then you walk up and slap him in the face and all of a sudden you're the bad guy for slapping him in the face, when really, it's just, it's just a joke. Well, no, I mean, you making fun of my wife, I'm probably going to slap you in the face. If we did that at a bar, whether you think it's funny and you're trying to get other people to laugh, you fucking tell a joke, I'm going to slap you in the face. You know what I mean? I don't think that's such a stretch there. But in this situation, if he had really let loose, I feel like that it should have been a beatdown. But again, a law to stop that, I don't know how I feel about that. It is, it's tasteless and stupid, and it causes people to get, one guy, we played a video a little while back of a guy getting shot because a YouTuber, that guy was playing a video by his head, and the weirdo DoorDash guy ended up shooting him. So it's not the first time that somebody's gotten hurt or there's been violence involved with this kind of stuff. And this guy, I mean, I'm sure he's only got, the guy that did this video has a whopping 31 followers on Instagram and 453 followers on Kick. And he says his bio on Instagram, he's just a kiddo trying to make it. His recent pranks, he's evacuated a movie theater. He stole a man's phone out of his hands on the street. And he would, quote, neck slap a bald man for no reason. So this is the kind of stuff that people are doing on the internet right now. Drew S. said, there's a guy who bumps people on the street, and if a dude steps to him, he has security run in. It's such garbage content. Yeah, I've seen these things before. I really I can't stand that kind of shit. And I actually won't even really watch these kind of videos. I'm only watching it just because it's in the news right now, and people are talking about it because it's the beginning of the year and there's nothing going on except Steve Sanders getting in fights in the middle of the street, or Scott Sanders. So that's it. I don't know. I want the show to grow, but I'm not going to go around beating people up in the street or just causing people in the street to do. I'm not going to do that kind of stuff. So if that's what you're looking for, guys, you're in the wrong spot. So, all right. I think that is going to wrap things up for us tonight. Without Mikey here, I don't feel like just diving into a ton of football on my own. I did have some football to talk about with Mikey, so we'll just hold off on that. We'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. I know he's depressed about his Vikings, so I think that's probably part of the why he doesn't want to talk football right now. But hey, we're doing a show here and we got to entertain the masses, and one of the things we talk about is football, and we do have to get a fantasy football update in. Normally we would do that on Tuesdays, but we kind of did it on Sunday because we were in the last game of the week, and we kind of already knew the scores, and nothing really changed since Sunday. So we'll do a brief little kind of overview of that tomorrow, and we will do the rest of we'll talk a little bit more football, get into the AFC and NFC playoff pictures, and all that good stuff. So Disaster said, hey, they use the First Amendment for protection, citing they can say whatever they want and don't deserve to be hit. Yeah, I know. It doesn't really make sense, though. If you can say whatever you want, why can't you threaten to hit someone? You can't threaten to beat someone up. Apparently that's assault. So why can you say whatever you want and not expect to get punched? I don't know. We just live in a fucking weird world, man. If you're willing to run your mouth to somebody, you should be willing to get smacked in the mouth. Just the way it is. I don't understand why that's so hard for people to understand. You run your mouth, you run the risk of getting slapped. I'm not saying like that's some big tough guy or whatever. It's just human nature. At least that's just the way I was raised. That's just the way I was brought up. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking nuts. Who fucking knows? I don't know. Anyway, excuse me. That is going to wrap things up for the rest of the evening. Birdie Boy is asking, have you thought about placing flyer stickers that advertise the show all over Cleveland? Yes and no. I mean, I guess that is a small marketing tool I could use. A guy I used to work with at the brake pad place, a guy named Nick. He was awesome, great guy. One of my kind of like a sales mentor I had. He actually wrote a book about small marketing and I can't remember what it was called. It was like Marketing Without Money or something like that. And he that was one of the ways he would recommend doing it. He said just go around putting flyers everywhere about it. So yeah, maybe I should do that. That's pretty cheap, right? Just go start papering everybody's car. There's nothing people love more than walking out to their car and finding something under the windshield. I know how much I love knowing that somebody walked up and touched my car. I love that so much. And I know if I was a gas station owner, I would love it if every time I walked out to the pump to clean up, there was another bumper sticker on it. I got to go get Goo Gone and a razor to take off. So, yeah, no, Birdie Boy, I have considered that kind of stuff. I just don't know if that's my cup of tea. I do need to do a better job advertising the show on social media and things like that. Probably should spend some money on doing some advertising campaigns for the show and get some more. Listen to Secret ADS Mod and get the merch out there and all that stuff too. So we will get there. Trust me. In the meantime, thank you to everybody who streamed with me tonight. You guys know how much I love having you streaming on my tube. Hit the thumbs up on tonight's video. Make sure you're subscribed so you can talk in the chat. Hey, and if you're not already a member, make sure you join up. Make sure you hit that join button. There's 3 different tiers. The second and third tiers will get you access to our members only shows that we do. We'll be doing one on I believe there's Thursday. Is it Thursday Night Football this week? Either way, it looks like we usually do them on Thursdays, so we'll stick to our Thursday night lineup that we usually do, as we usually do a Thursday Night Football watch party. So either way, we will do a members-only show on Thursday. So make sure, if you haven't already hit the join button and joined up, make sure you do that so you have access to the show. That is going to wrap things up for us tonight here on another Dumb Show. I want to thank you guys all once again. Special thanks to everybody in the league and everybody who helped donate and fan fund the show. Oh, I wrapped up the other night on New Year's Eve, right as Blue Wolverine put in a big donation. So I want to give him his due. Thank you so much for the nice donation again, and thanks to everybody who helps support Another Dumb Show with your hard-earned money, because we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So thank you to all of you guys. I greatly appreciate it. I am out of here. See ya.